Hey guys, Parallel here. I'm going to be talking to you today in the 7 Hero Support series about the Elementalist Monk build that is a substitute for the 7 Hero Support. So basically, you would use this build if you were in a high-end PvP area, or PvE area, where you would need a lot more protection or healing, like you're taking a lot more damage. Uh, and it's generally for those scenarios. So things like Underworld, uh, DOA, stuff like that. All that stuff requires you need more healing. I'm trying to think of what I would sub out. I don't know. I'd have to think about it for a bit on what I'd sub out. It really depends on which place I'm going to and what I don't think I would need at the time. But let's get right down to it. So it is an emo, which means Elementalist monks. You do need an Elementalist mained hero, which I believe, yes, there's Acolyte Jin, or I don't remember it's Acolyte something from the Factions campaign. There's Vec from the Eye of the North campaign, and then there's Zhed Shadowhoof from the Nightfall campaign. I just chose Zhed Shadowhoof. I have access to all of them. Vec is probably going to be the more accessible hero for most people, because you walk an Eye in the North and you basically get Vec on entry. But, hero aside, you just need Elementalist main set, and you need to make them a Monk subset. So let's get right into the skills. Ether Renewal. For 19 seconds, each time you cast a spell, you gain 4 energy and 19 health for each enchantment on you. This is a crazy spell, because you have a lot of enchantments that you're going to be putting on yourself, such as Shield Guarding and Shield Absorption and such. So you're going to get a lot of energy and a lot of health on this. So you cast this, and this is also an enchantment spell, just so you guys know. But you cast this, and you won't die while you're healing other people, basically. Our next skill is Aura of Restoration. For 60 seconds, you gain 1 energy and are healed for 480% of the energy cost each time you cast a spell. Again, you want to make sure that Zed never dies, so that he is alive to heal the rest of your team. And this is another skill that is going to allow you to do that. Aegis. For 10 seconds, all parties within earshot have a 50% chance to block attacks. Might as well be a heal. It's basically a 50% damage reduction against melee attacks and against caster auto attacks, or against minions like spirits and bone minions and stuff like that. So it's a really useful spell. Next we have Spirit Bond. For 8 seconds, whenever target ally takes more than 50 damage from the next 10 attacks or spells, that ally is healed for 70 HP. So basically, you buff someone, they take more than 50 damage, which is relatively common in the high-end areas, and then they're going to be healed for about as much as they're taking, so the 78 health. Then we have Protective Spirit. For 19 seconds, target ally cannot lose more than 10% max health due to damage from a single attack or spell. This spell is very important and very good. This basically ensures that one person, or if you're casting it on multiple people, that they're not going to get bursted down really quickly, and that allows you to heal people and allows you to keep them alive because they're not dying so quickly. So this is really important. Then we have a third slot. So this third slot can be multiple skills, as we've seen in certain builds that we've done. Multiple skills is an option in certain slots. So for this slot, this is optional. You have Dismiss Condition, which is, or Mend Ailment. Both are removing conditions, and they both heal when you do such. I feel like I have enough condition removal usually, but you can sub these in if you were subbing out, say, condition remover, stuff like that, so you feel like you need the condition removal that you're taking out. Then we have Shield Guardian, which is what I choose to have more commonly. Like, this is what you're going to have on more commonly in my case. For 3 seconds, all parties members within earshot have a 75% chance to block attacks. If an attack is blocked, all allies within earshot are healed for 34 HP, and Shield Guardian ends. So you can basically block a huge hit, and it's an AoE heal, which is relatively strong. Next you have Convert Hexes. Remove all hexes from target other ally. For 18 seconds, that ally gains 10 armor for each hex that was removed. So, huge armor gain for 18 seconds, and it's just going to remove all the hexes. So if you need hex removal, that's generally where you're going to get it. Next is Life Bond. While you maintain this enchantment, whenever target other ally takes damage from an attack, half the damage is redirected to you. The damage you receive this way is reduced by 25. Life Bond is a skill that heroes aren't able to use efficiently, so it would require microwing. Life Bond is actually really useful in most high-end scenarios, especially in DOA. So that's something to look at, especially since you have things like Aura Restoration keeping you alive. Next is Life Attunement. While you maintain this enchantment, target ally deals 30% less damage with attacks, but gains 43% more health when healed. Again, another spell that needs microwing. I don't like this nearly as much as I like Life Bond, though. So generally my two choices are go-tos of Shield Guardian or Life Bond. Next we have Shield of Absorption. For 6 seconds, damage received by target ally is reduced by 5 each time that ally is hit while under the effects of this enchantment. So, you take damage, and every time you take damage, it's going to be reduced by 5. So, it's blocking damage. That's just another way of putting it. It's the easiest way of putting it. It's going to protect you from taking damage, or whoever you put this on, which is really useful. And then finally we have Infuse Health. Lose half your current health. Target other allies heal for 107% of the amount you lost. Note, if you cast this while you have Ether Renewal on, you will get health back for each enchantment you have on you. So that is an interaction that is very useful. So again, you just want to be able to keep... It's more healing when you need it and more protection in a different form. It allows you to take advantage of a skill like Ether Renewal to keep other people alive, which is really good. Then we have 12 in energy storage, 3 in healing prayers, and 12 in protection prayers. And then let's go to the items really quick. We have a Divine Favor Rod and a Protection Prayers icon, because this was just the first thing I found. Like, the Q9, I want to explain this real quick. The Q9 is something that means this person can use the benefits that this rod gives. So you want to make sure that it's something that they're going to be maxed in. Divine Favor is counted, so he is able to use this. It would tell you if you weren't able to use it. So I have a Q9 Divine Favor wand and a Q9 Protection Prayers icon, otherwise known as a focus. Both have 20/20 on them. You can craft both of these at the Lexian equivalent of the Leviathan pits, or you can craft them at the Kurzik equivalent of the Vasburg Armory. And then on we have all Survivor runes, or Survivor Insignias, my bad. And then on our helmet we have a Elementalist rune of minor energy storage. It will give us +1 energy storage, plus another stacking +1 because it's on our helmet. Then we have a rune of Vigor. I have a major Vigor. Again, we've talked about Vigor before. You can have a 30 HP, 41 HP, or 50 HP rune. It just depends how much money you're willing to spend. And then for the rest of it, we will have runes of Vitae, giving us that health we need to stay alive. So, this is the first substitute that you can put in your build depending on the situations you were in. In the next video, I will go over the last common substitution, which is the UA Monk, which can be used as a different type of healer. But I will talk about that next time. Thank you guys for watching. If you could subscribe, like, comment, dislike, whatever you need to do to let me know that my content is either working or it isn't. It's really helpful feedback, and it allows me to ensure that I am delivering what you guys want to watch, and that I am not making any major flub-ups. I appreciate all the criticism that I've gotten lately. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.